Hello, good day viewers. Still on coordinate geometry, here's our problem for today. The cycle C has an equation x squared plus 3x plus y squared plus 6y equal to 3x minus 2y minus 7. We're asked to find the center and the radius of that cycle. We're asked to find the point of intersection of the cycle and y-axis, that is y-intercept. And also we're asked to show that the cycle does not intersect x-axis. Right, let's get started. I think for the first question, I'm going to show you two different ways to do that. We are going to use the general form and the standard form. The equation we are given is x squared plus 3x plus y squared plus 6y. This is equal to 3x minus 2y minus 7. Let us bring every term to the left hand side. We have x squared here. We have plus 3x. If this crosses over, it becomes negative 3x. Then we have y squared. We have 6y. If this crosses over, it becomes positive. We have plus 2y. If this crosses over, it becomes positive as well. And the whole of this equal to 0. Now let us simplify this. We have x squared plus 0x for a reason plus y squared plus 8y then plus 7. The whole of this equal to 0. This equation is in general form, which we can write as what? X squared plus 2fx plus y squared plus 2gy then plus c, the whole of this equal to 0, where the center of that cycle is given as, let me write it here, center. The center has the coordinates negative f, comma, negative g. And the radius can be obtained by taking the square root of f squared plus g squared minus c. This is our value of c, which corresponds to 7 here. Alright, let us find these values. If we start with f, you can see the coefficient of x here is 0, while the coefficient of x here is 2f. So it means that 2f is equal to 0, which means that f also must be equal to 0. And the coefficient of y is 8 here, while the coefficient of y here is 2g. So we have 2g equal to 8. And if you divide both sides by 2, you have g to be equal to 4. So what will be the center? The center of that cycle will be negative f. F is 0. Negative 0 is still 0. Then comma. Negative g. G is 4. And negative of that will be negative 4. And hence this is the center of that cycle. So what about radius? To find the radius r, this is equal to the square root of f squared, that is 0 squared, plus g squared, which is 4 squared, then minus c. C is 7, you can see that here, minus 7. R is now equal to the square root of what? This is 0. This is 16 minus 7 is equal to 9. So this is square root of 9, and square root of 9 is equal to 3. Remember, r is radius, which is a distance, so we should expect a positive result. So this is all about a part, and I promised to show you two different ways to do that, right? So I would like to copy this equation. This is the equation I would like to transform into standard form. So this is x squared plus 0x. To make it a complete squared, you have to take the square of half of the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is 0. Half of that is still 0. Squared is also 0. So it's like we are adding 0 here, which we don't have to. Then plus y squared plus 8y. To make this a complete squared, you take half of this, which is 4, you square that, you get 16, right? Remember, we are taking 7 to the other side, it becomes negative 7. And since we have added 16 to the left hand side, we have to add it to the right hand side to make the equation balance, right? So you know 0x is still 0, so we have x squared here, plus, if you want to factorize this, you take y, then half of this is 4, we have plus 4 whole squared. And this is equal to negative 7 plus 16 will give us 9, so this is 9. So this is our equation in standard form, which, if you can remember, we can write as x minus a whole squared plus y minus b whole squared equal to r squared, where we say that the center of that cycle will be what? A comma b. So now let us start with the center. A here, you can see we have no a here, so we are going to consider it as 0. So the center x coordinate is 0. Then b is this value here, that is negative 4. We have negative 4. You can see they're exactly the same with the previous one, 0 comma negative 4. On the right hand side, you can see that r squared will be equal to what? 9. So r squared equal to 9, which implies that r must be equal to 3. You see, the radius is equal to 3. So this is all about the first question. Then going to the second question, we're asked to find the points of intersection of the cycle and y-axis. So we are looking for y-intercept. That's exactly where the cycle crosses y-axis. And it can be obtained by setting the value of x equal to 0. We can take either of these equations, either in standard form or in general form. It doesn't matter. So I think let me take the equation in standard form. So B part, we are looking for y-intercepts. That's exactly where x is equal to 0. So if we set x to be equal to 0, the whole of this will be 0, right? We only have y plus 4 whole squared equal to 9. Let's take square root of both sides. We have y plus 4 equal to plus or minus the square root of 9. Y plus 4 is equal to plus or minus 3. Therefore, y will be equal to minus 4 if you take this to the other side, plus or minus 3. Meaning we have two values of y. Y could be negative 4 plus 3, which is going to give us what? Negative 1. So we have negative 1, or negative 4, negative 3, which is negative 7. So this is negative 7. So these are exactly the points where the cycle crosses y-axis, all at the negative side. Then the last question here, we asked to show that the cycle does not intersect x-axis, meaning there is no x-intercept. You know, x-intercept is the value of x when y is equal to 0. So now let us pretend as if we have x-intercept by setting y to be equal to 0. So this is the C part. We are looking for x-intercept, that is at y equal to 0, which means what? X squared plus 0 plus 4, because y is 0. This is equal to 9. 0 plus 4 is 4 squared is 16. So we have x squared plus 16 equal to 9. If you take 16 to the other side, you have x squared equal to 9 minus 16. And 9 minus 16 is negative 7. X squared is equal to negative 7. And hence you can see that this statement is not true, because there is no any real value of x you can square to get a negative result. And if you so wish, you can take the square root of both sides. You have x to be equal to plus or minus the square root of negative 7. And square root of negative 7, remember, is imaginary. So x equal to plus or minus the square root of 7i, meaning the cycle does not crosses the x-axis. So this is all about this question. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. The only thing you can make a conclusion here, since x value is imaginary, it means what? The cycle does not crosses the x-axis. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.